Is this your first time on Broadway? Do you want to get into theater but you don't know where to start? Are you going to New York soon and you want to catch a show but don't know what to choose?
Hi everyone, I'm Jordan and I've seen too many musicals, and I am here to give you all the tips and all the things that you need to know when you go to New York. I gathered 10 musicals that I think that are perfect for beginners. Each one of these musicals has its own special style and reasoning why I think this will be a great musical for first-timers. So let's start. Number 10, we have an amazing show that opened in 2019 on Broadway, and this is Moulin Rouge. You see, we have two designs here because it's been there for so long. This show is based on the movie with the same name, and it takes the story of a romantic poet who finds his love and wants to be with her for the rest of his life. But then she is bound to an awful man who wants her for her looks, but she does not like him. It's a very classic of they want, but they can't, and there are other things that are coming into this. And in the process of this musical, they actually create a musical, which is funny. But this is a great one to start with because it's a jukebox. And what I love about jukebox for beginners is that they are not thrown into a musical with brand new songs and styles that they're not used to. This is an easy way to get into it because these songs are the most recognized and known song in the world, basically. It has all the songs of the greatest pop stars, and some of the original kind of songs were in the movie, so they're known as well. And another thing which is so important is that the songs fit in the plot so well that I really felt that they were written for this musical. And I really think that they did an amazing job creating a musical that's a jukebox and it feels more cohesive. And besides from that, this Broadway musical is all about the show. It has amazing choreography and set design, and this is really a show that's going to blow your mind. It's going to be like all pizzazz, all big, they are not cutting back, and it's a great way to start your Broadway journey and just experience what it means to be in a show that's big, and it's meant to be big. So that's why I would recommend this for beginners. It's a great way to just dip your toe and just experience Broadway. On our second place, we have a really cute show that came to Broadway all the way from England, and it's called Six. And the reason why this show is on the list for me for beginners is because it's not the 2.5 hours that you usually need to spend in the theater. This is an hour and a half. It's short, it's cute, it has its own style, which is just all pop and like showy, interacts with the audience. Six is about the 6 wives of Henry VIII and their journey with him and their journey in life. And it's basically as a pop concert where you, the audience, can interact with them in a way. And they do a competition of whose life sucked more. It's hilarious, it's fun, the songs are catchy and really energized. I think this is an amazing show, and I love shows that come from London to New York because I love it when it's a 2-streak way, and then it's multicultural and you get to experience more from over the sea. This is an amazing first show. You're going to jump from your chair from excitement because this is how energized they are. They always have 6 amazing singers and all the band is women, so this is more thumbs up for this show. Number 8 is a show that is the longest running show on Broadway. Chicago has been on Broadway since the 70s. It has the most iconic songs, and it had a movie made and so many versions. And I don't know which country you're from, but I'm sure you had a Chicago version in your country. So even in my country, they already did it a few times, which is amazing because, theater is on the rise and Chicago is such a classic. So I would recommend going to this if you want to know your material and if you want to experience the oldies, because Chicago is one of the oldies that has its pure magic with choreography by Bob Fosse. It tells the story of Roxy, young, naive, and blonde girl who murders her lover, and then she is sent to jail and she tries to claim her innocence. And it's the whole trial and the whole process of her with the other women who are sentenced, and her husband who is staying loyal, and her lawyer who is this sneaky little bastard. So it's really, really fantastic. I think this show has survived so much because of three elements. It's amazing plot, which is so hard to find, those amazing plots that keep you on your toes the whole show. This is one of them. It's beautiful songs, and the choreography, it's just so classic and it's so iconic, and it's just so simple, and simple wins. Now, I will say, if you want a show, if you want, the big lights, the big set design, this is not that show for it. This show is if you want pure theater that is so minimalistic, that is just beautiful. And I would always recommend going to this one because I think this is the longest and it will stay the longest because it's so good. So this one, if you want something simple and nice. Now, at my 7th place, I would recommend you guys go and see MJ the Musical. The only reason that this is on this list is because it's a jukebox. And as I said, jukebox for me are the best for Broadway beginners if they want to ease into it. Now, MJ is great. It's lovely. It has all the iconic songs, it has amazing dances, and it basically tells the story of Michael Jackson from his youth until his grand show. I don't think you should go to it for the plot. I think you should go to it if you like Michael Jackson, if you want to see these amazing dances. The direction and everything is so good, but it's not the show that will give you things to think about afterwards. It's a show that's pure fun. You should enjoy it if you love the icon. From one jukebox to another, I present to you my number 6 on the list, and it's Juliet. This is the most fun show on Broadway right now. It's just pure fun. It tells the story of what happens if Juliet did not die on the night Romeo died. I love this plot twist. I love the direction that they took with it. It's a jukebox, and it has a lot of amazing covers of really famous pop songs. But in contrast to Moulin Rouge, which is very dark, and Juliet is just pure fun. The set design, the style of the music, and the lightning and confetti, everything is just so happy. You can't be sad on this show. I will say, at sometimes the plot or maybe the conversation are just a bit too much. It's a bit kitschy and it's a bit cheesy, but if you know it in advance and if you know that this is what you're going to get, then this will be a great show for you to start with. It's great to come with kids. It's just all bubbly and pink, and I really loved it, and I saw it on my late 20s. So I think everybody will like it. It's just fun, and it's just has amazing dances, and you're gonna want to stand up and dance with all the actors because it's so much fun. We are on to my top 5. It's so important for me to tell you this. I don't think these are the most amazing top 5 shows. These are the best 5 shows for Broadway beginners. People who want to start to know the Broadway world, but they want to do it with ease. They're going with children and maybe not. So this is very important to clarify. Number 5, we have Aladdin. Everybody knows the tale of Aladdin. The poor guy who is sent to chase this lamp and then discovers a genie who grants him 3 wishes. And all the things that happen afterward with Princess Jasmine and Jafar, it's a whole thing. I love Aladdin. I love the story. This is one of the best Disney stories, in my opinion, closest to me, and I just adore it. A musical on Aladdin is just pure fun. If you're going with children, this is a classic one, and it's very important to say, I don't think the adaptation to the stage was the best. I think they added some things that were not necessary, and I think even the movie that they made is better than the show. But if you want to go to Broadway and see a big show in the most amazing theater and to experience one of your favorite Disney movies come to life, this is a great option. That's why it's on number 5, because it's great to ease in when you know the plot, especially if English is not your first language. This is a great way to get to a show and know exactly what's going on because you've seen the movie in your translation from your country. Just enjoy Disney life. it's great. I always love it when they make it because, exploring boundaries. Number 4, I haven't seen it, but I've seen it in my country's version more than 60 times, and it's Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia is this pure fun of ABBA songs that we all love with this really, really crazy story of a girl who grows up and is going to get married, but she doesn't know who her father is. So she sends out 3 letters for her mother's lovers that she discovered in her diary. Those 3 optional dads come to her wedding, and then all hell breaks loose. It's a crazy story, and it's followed by the most amazing songs by ABBA that we all know. Again, another jukebox, but here, it's not about the life of the band or the artist that created the music, but it's a brand new story. I feel like everybody knows Mamma Mia at this point. There've been 2 movies. It's been running for years, and now they brought it back to Broadway, and I think it's just a refreshing show to see in the summer, and hopefully it will stay longer because I love the show. I want to catch it when I go back to New York. So I feel like this is a great show for everybody who just wants to experience Broadway in the first time. It's now in the Winter Garden, which is one of the biggest Broadway theaters, and it's just an amazing way to see all the TV movies on stage, experience the dances, the lovely songs, and yeah, it's just perfect for beginners. And you can prepare for it. Again, if you are not very familiar with the language, if you don't know English as well, then this is a great way to watch the movie and then go and see the show. I don't think it hurts it. I think it elevates it because seeing a different version is just much more fun. And you can compare a live dance company to what they did in the movie. So we are at our top 3. These top 3 are the best for beginners. I am sure you've heard them before. And all of them are according to who you're going with. So pay attention. Number 3 is the best musical to go with men. And this is Book of Mormon. If you haven't heard, it's about 2 Mormon missionaries that are going into Uganda. And there they need to try and convince the Uganda people to join their religion, their faith. It's from the same people who wrote Avenue Q and South Park. It's just really, really, really funny. Now, this show is top 3 because usually people go to the theater with their spouse. Usually they make them. If that spouse is a man, they don't really want to see musicals most of the times. So, the compromise is this show. It's great for men, and whenever a man asks me what show to go watch, I always recommend this one because it can relate to its humor more, and women will enjoy it too, so it's a win-win. People who are not that into musical, this is a great show to start with because it doesn't have that cringy and that cheesy moments that musicals have. It's more down to earth, it's more crazy, and it's more rated 13 plus or something. It has some curses in it, it has some absurd things that happen in it, but it's all very funny. And if the person you want to go with does not like musicals, this is the best way to make them come because it has a funny plot and it just laughs all around. So this one. I'm going to present the top 2 at the same time because I feel I will switch them according to who you're going with. So those top 2 musicals for me are The Lion King and Wicked. Let's say you are going with kids. I would recommend, if this is the first time on Broadway for you and your kids, Lion King. It's a great Disney movie, and we all know the story, we all know the plot, we all know the songs. This one is so special because it brings all of your animated animals into life. It's so beautiful. It's, again, in this amazing theater, and this show has been so successful for a reason. So if you're coming with kids, this will be the show for you. The songs are just so fun, choreography and the designs, it's just to die for. And I can tell you, I've watched this show. This was my first Broadway show. I've watched it when I was 12 years old. And I will never forget the moment where Simba talks to his dad. I would never forget how they did it, and as a 12-year-old, to understand the creativity and the beautiful way of how they did it, it stuck with me so much that this is one of the most visual moments that I remember from this show. Now, if you're not going with kids, The Lion King can be a bit childish. I've known a few adults that went to it when they were older, and it just felt a bit childish. Maybe it's the fact that you're surrounded by kids as well, or maybe it's just the fact that this is a kid's story and it's presented for kids, for the whole family. So you might not entirely appreciate this and you might not entirely love it. I still think that this is a great show, regardless if you're coming with kids or not, because of the whole creativity of what they do. But if you want something else that's a bit more mature, then my top one would be Wicked. Wicked is just such a fantastic show. It has everything. It talks about Glinda and Elphaba, Wizard of Oz, and this whole lady who just wants to fit in, but then discovers that she has powers and she can do so much more and represent the people who are outsiders, and the whole fact that she's fighting against lies that are spread and how she can still do good. It's just an amazing story. It's so inspiring, and the songs of it are amazing. The production is so good. It's just so many people behind the stage that are operating everything, so it should be amazing, and it is. This is a great show to start with. And now when you have the movies the first movie that came out and the second that's coming out, it's another great opportunity to see it live and see how they do it on stage. I think this show is one of the best that have came to Broadway, and it's going to stay there for a long time. So you have to go see it, and this is a great first show because it just has all the magic in it, literally. So Wicked is my top one for beginners, or The Lion King if you're coming with kids. That was my list. That was my opinion. Those are my thoughts as a person who's seen more than 100 shows on Broadway. I love musicals. I love theater, and it's such a privilege for me to share my knowledge with you guys. Do you agree with me? Do you think that Wicked and The Lion King are the best shows for beginners? Is there a show that you think that I haven't entered the list and you think that should be in the top 10 that are running now on Broadway and are perfect for beginners? Please comment. I want to hear your thoughts. Let's discuss it. I love other opinions, and I think Broadway and musicals is such a wild and wide range of opinions and thoughts, and everybody can relate to it in a different way, which makes it so beautiful. I was Jordan. If you like my content and if you want to hear more, please like and subscribe. And I'm going to come back and give you all my thoughts on Broadway, all my tips, and all the other things that I've learned and read about. And I am so happy that you're here with me. I will see you at the next video.